clouds of smoke was happening. Excuse me. First and foremost, give honor and praise to Yahuwah and his son Yahusha. For without them I am nothing. I'm just the vessel they move and speak through. Man. 81 degrees, yeah. I'm feeling it all. In the whip, you know what I'm saying? Making moves out here, you know what I'm saying? You know. One thing you gotta always remember, never forget where you came from, because you never know when you have to go back. What I mean by that? Before you could walk, you had to learn how to crawl. Before you could run, you had to learn how to walk. Before you could drive, you had to learn how to crawl, walk, and run. And you always gotta go back. What happened when you get too faded? You done drunk too much, you drunk. And you trying to get to that toilet. You roll out of bed and do what? Crawl. If you never learn how to crawl, how would you do it? But you have to crawl. You ain't got, your bread ain't right, you ain't got no car, you gotta walk. Somebody or something get on your ass, a dog, anything while you walking, you gotta run, right? So you can never get where you came from. You never know you have to go back. Gotta be humble. And yeah, this probably gonna offend, piss somebody off. I don't care. I'm trying to wait till I get to 5 minutes so I can say what I really want to say, for real, because I've been watching this Druski situation unfold, and yeah, I know it's just another distraction. That's all it is. Keep you distracted from what's really going on. Yet it's entertainment, and a lot of times on here I speak about what I see on social media. It's all entertainment to me, bro. Cause I know what the book say, and I know what's gonna happen. So I ain't tripping on nothing that's going on in the world. It's just entertainment. Yet I want to talk about the Erika KIRK Druski situation and why it's different. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear a lot of people say it. Well, I done heard it said, he wrong. What would you do if somebody did the same thing to a black political leader who passed away? First and foremost, let's start there. Who the fuck was Charlie Kirk? I couldn't even wait. I couldn't even wait 3 to 5 minutes. I couldn't even wait 5 minutes. But it's a question. Who the hell was Charlie Kirk? Nigga, he wasn't no Martin Luther King. He wasn't no Malcolm X. Nigga, these were our leaders at one point in time. Malcolm was the leader of the nation at one point in time. He was the spokesperson, put it that way. He was the forefront. And then he had his own movement that was for the people. Martin Luther King was the head of the civil rights movement. He was thrust by them into the limelight, no doubt. Charlie Kirk wasn't none of that. Nobody gave a damn about Turning Point. I didn't even know what Turning Point was until this nigga got smoked. Let's just keep it real. Let's start right there. For two, listen. If, let's say by chance, let's take Charlie Kirk and Erika KIRK out of the situation. And let's say Michelle lost Obama. Y'all know I don't do politics. I could care less about the Obamas as well. I don't like them either. But we using this for a reference because we know that the most of black America loves the Obamas. If Obama was to lose his life tragically, do you think Michelle would react the same way? Do you think she would be online shopping for yoga outfits the very next AM? Do you think she would come out in a spectacle like it was a WWE SmackDown event with sparklers and music, smiling? You think she would do this? This is one of the reasons that makes it different. I know she wouldn't do this. Even if she didn't feel the way she's supposed to feel, nobody would know it because we don't get down like that. This woman made a mockery of her man's passing, stood on stage flirting with the vice president, took this man's spot overnight, and ain't nobody supposed to say nothing about it. If it was on the other foot and this was the Obamas, yeah, it might not have been Druski, but somebody would have did a skit about it if it would have been the same way. Because, nigga, it's what we see is obvious. If we were to do a parody about it, he feels some kind of way about it. He might not came and say he feels some kind of way, but he seen you some kind of way. Before you did that, he might have seen you different, but after that, he like, oh man, this is not a grieving widow. Look like somebody who backdoored their husband, if you ask me. Look like somebody who backdoored their husband, if you ask me. And, well, what if we did blackface? Y'all did blackface already, dummies. The reason why y'all call it whiteface is because y'all already did blackface. Y'all did the minstrel shows. Y'all still sneaking in out of this day. And y'all shit wasn't even funny. That shit wasn't even funny. What's cuz name? Is it Robert Downey Jr.? That was funny. Tropical Thunder. That was not even considered blackface to me. That was a European individual putting on a black aesthetic costume and playing the role of a black man. And it was funny. It was funny. He didn't have black shoe polish over his face with big white ashy lips drawn on his face. He didn't have that. Wasn't black. That's blackface. The Sambos, the goofy ass characters drinking water, eating watermelon and spitting watermelon seeds. That's y'all blackface. What Druski did ain't that. Druski did a skit in an aesthetic costume, dressed up like a white woman, who just happened to look like Erika KIRK. And we know the saying. We know how the saying goes. The truth hurts. If it didn't have no truth to it, she wouldn't feel no kind of way. And I don't know if Druski said it or who said it. I heard Druski say it, but I think it was AI. Yet it made sense. Not even a week later, you got on stage on national television and forgave the individual who unalived your husband. You forgave the man who put a hole through your husband's neck. Yet you want to sue Druski behind a comedy sketch? Make it make sense, man. It's because Druski put a mirror in your face. Nobody want to see a mirror. Nobody want to see the error of their ways. That's why nobody want to look in the mirror. And that's what Druski did. He put a mirror in Erika KIRK's face. This how you was looking. This how you was acting. This how you was sounding. You showed no sympathy or remorse for the unaliving of your husband. You even forgave the individual who unalived him. Then you got on stage, made a mockery of the Bible. And then you basically let the world know where your heart is at, man. We got to defend the men, especially the white men. You said that. Druski just backdoored. He just rolled off of that. But you said it. That's why you so mad, because it was so spot on. It was so spot on. And you know, this is what might get me banned. Because one thing about it, man, I don't care about getting banned. Because if I got banned, that means I did my job. That means the system don't fuck with me, and I don't fuck with the system, so I ain't mad about it. Yet, I'm going to speak my pieces that I've said many times before. This is my therapy. This is the only time I have to talk to somebody who got some sense, like I got some sense, because I'm basically talking to myself. You did. Now, if somebody else catch something, and they watch this, and they drop a jewel, and they catch it, and it changed their life, thank the Most High. Because if one person gets something out of it, I did my job. But we gonna quit playing games, man. It's not the same. Nor are we gonna react the same. Just know that. If y'all so mad about it, I mean, I'm not saying nothing, do nothing stupid, but if it was us, if somebody would did that to Sister Shabazz at the Malcolm's assassination, we would have told this motherfucker up. because we would have knew that it was disrespectful and honorable, because that woman was honorable and she never was disrespectful. There would have been no parody to do. Anything that would have been done as parody against any one of our leaders who got unalived, it would not have been funny or true, because these Coretta Scott King, all these people mourn their husband's death to the day they died themselves. So where would the parody come from? Sister Shabazz, she didn't try to take over Malcolm's movement after he passed away. Miss Coretta, she didn't try to take over Martin's legacy, of his movement after he passed away. You never heard them publicly say they forgive the individuals who unalived their husbands. So where would the parody be? They've never made mockery of the faith they believe in Christianity nor Islam. So where would the parody be? Where would the parody come from if y'all was to try to do it to us? Because this was the statement. What if we did y'all like that? Where, how, who, what, which one? Tell me. Which one? Who would you be able to parody? We never roll like that. You've never seen this reaction from any of our females in public after they've tragically lost their husband. We've never seen this. Sister Betty Shabazz handled it like a true empress. Coretta Scott King, she handled it like a true empress. That was a mockery of that man's legacy. That was a mockery of that man's everything that man stood for. And then you went allied with the same people he was speaking against. Why? Because you was on their team. That's why. Because it's showing that you are a backdoor artist. It's showing the setup. This is why you want to shoot Druski. This is why you so mad, because it's showing the setup. It's showing, damn, she might have had something to do with this all along. She might have been a plant. When you go back and look at her history and see what she done been through, see that she used to be, she was in one of Trump's pageants. I believe she won one of Trump's pageants. So she been knowing Trump. Okay, that's one motherfucker. That's one setup right there. Ask what happened to the babies overseas in another country. Ask what happened in another country. Some children in a hospital. Something to the fact she was doing something wrong. She had nothing to do with the babies and got booted out of another country. Let's go look at this. All this is plant-like activity, agent-type activity. And this is why you mad, because Druski's exposing the truth in gesture. And, hey, this time he might have went too far. But what's too far in comedy? What's too far in comedy? Come on, man. I understand the censorship. I know it ain't no freedom of speech. Yet, comedy always been a safe space, man. And I respect and salute all those trying to keep it a safe space. You know what I'm saying? Because somewhere we got to speak our mind. And sometimes the truth is hidden in gesture. Sometimes the only way we can get out the truth is in gesture. Because if we tell it straight out, then we end up like our leaders who stood up and tried to tell the truth. You know, like I say again, first of all, disclaimer, this for entertainment purposes only. Two, you know I don't do politics. I don't do politics, so I could care either way. Yet, the way Charlie Kirk was talking before he allegedly got unalived was the way other individuals were talking before they got unalived. He was doing a research study and ding, 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 wait a minute. Man, we've been used as puppets by these people. And he started speaking out again. And these people who speak out are some of his biggest donors. Now, you notice they still, some of the biggest turning point, what do you want to say, donators. They are some of the biggest still. Now, your husband was beef with them before he got unalived, and now he's unalived, and you still messing with the people he was talking about because of their money? Pay attention. Nigga, the orange guy told you. Go find an interview. The orange guy told you. They asked Donald Trump in an interview, they said, before Charlie Kirk's passing, he had some choice words about this and that. He was saying this and that. How do you feel about what he said? And Donald Trump's word was he won't be saying that anymore, will he? Do that sound remorseful? Do that sound remorseful? Do that sound like somebody who lost a partner, who lost a friend, a colleague, a associate, a loved one? Do that sound like, well, he won't say that no more? That sound like somebody who did a job, do it not? Say, I heard such and such diss you. I bet you won't diss me no more. And then you see that same interview on a t-shirt. But he said it's after the fact. But he said this after the fact. Well, he won't be saying that no more, will he? Is that what you say about your fallen comrade? If that's your partner? If that's your ally? No. That's what you say after you eliminated one of your ops. But that's just hearsay. Allegedly. 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 I just feel like I ain't been out here in a while. It's good content and I had to put my 2 cents in, man. Druski, you ain't wrong. Keep doing what you're doing. Even them fake ass pastors had to accept the truth when it was put in their face. They couldn't do no suing for defamation of character because he was spot on. He was spot on. You can get mad, but he was spot on. So if the punk ass pastors didn't get out there and sue him, who are you, Mrs. Kirk? Fall back, small back. It ain't even worth it. You're making yourself look more guilty. You're making yourself look more dumb at the same time. Because why would you get on TV and forgive the individual who allegedly unalived your husband, but you mad at this man by telling a joke to the point you want to sue him? For what? You say defamation of character? You're not gonna win that one because they can put it verbatim, damn near side by side, and say, "Hey, this is she said this already in public. I just made a skit." So what are you doing? Why are you so mad? I'm telling you what my grandma, my great grandma told me. You throw a rock in the crowd, it's the hit dog that holler. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You could have laughed it off, said something slick back. I'm gonna pray for him. I'm gonna pray for him and the people they needed. Something slick. You could have said something slick and kept pushing, but to sue that man after forgiving the individual who did what he did to your husband, man, that's low. That's low. Is YT privilege that much where you got the privilege to smoke each other and give each other a pass? Yeah, y'all doing something. Y'all different. I was hey salute. That's what y'all do. I'm just saying, make it make sense. Who I'm gonna forgive first? The individual who smoked my people, or somebody who made a joke about me after my people got smoked? I'm not gonna be studying you if the people who spoke my people ain't been brought to justice. Just keep it real. I'm gonna be on something totally else, something totally different. I'm not gonna be worried about what nobody clowning about. Nigga, you ain't said it to my face. You're a comedian. Anytime that your face, likeness, your words are in the public eye, you gotta know the comedian's gonna take it and run with it, because this is where comedy come from. It come from life experience and what's going on in the world. So if you don't want to be in comedy sketches, you don't want to be in comedy skits, you don't want to be in comedy setups, comedy shows, stay out of the media. Stay out of public media. Stay out of the public eye. Fall back. Because every time that you are a hot topic, you're gonna be a hot topic everywhere, including the comedy world. I'm just saying make it make sense. But, you know. But another one, man, clouds of smoke. Peace and blessings.